So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. It seems that everybody I know has a love-hate relationship with their sleep quality. And they all have a really strong opinion about their mattress. I know I did. Helix Sleep is my sponsor today, and my strong opinion is I love my Helix. I track my sleep. Do you? I was not getting enough deep sleep, the kind that restores your body. My wife says I was just a grumpy old man. I said, no, it's my mattress. And I was right, because it changed when I got my Helix Sleep mattress. I start on my back, I turn on my side, so they can customize their mattress to fit my personal needs. They can do it for you too. In fact, Helix has 20 unique mattresses. By the way, I up my deep sleep from 30 minutes to over 2 hours, and I put an end to that tossing and turning. It's awesome. Free shipping, 120-night sleep trial, limited lifetime warranty, and the Happy with Helix guarantee with seamless returns and exchanges. Go to helixsleep.com/dailyboost for 20% off site-wide, 25% off Luxe mattresses, 30% off Elite mattresses. That's helixsleep.com/dailyboost for 20% off site-wide, 25% off Luxe mattresses, and 30% off Elite mattresses. Make sure you enter our show name after checkout so they know we sent you. helixsleep.com/dailyboost. What is happening? What is happening? Oh, I'm so happy you're here today. You know why? Because I work really hard. I come into my studio, I turn on all the flashy buttons and everything. I sit down and I turn on the microphone, and I just pray that somebody's on the other end so I don't get accused of talking to myself, which I get accused of anyway. So is it time to escape your past and maybe accelerate your future? It's a good time of year to think about that, huh? Whatever's been going on this year and then going into next year, those we're not really talking about what you need to do exactly, but just kind of thinking about it right now. We're thinking about the holidays. We don't need to get too fancy. We'll chat about that today. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com. Positive boost you need every single day. We're going to keep it practical, keep it real, and keep it right to you and personalized. You get to use this whatever way you want to. There will be something today that will fly out of my mouth, because that's what a guy named Scott Smith, common name, Uncommon Sense, does. Scott Logic flies out of my mouth. It's like, how'd that get out of my mouth? I was going to kind of hang on to that. Didn't want to share it today, but it happens anyway because I'm that kind of guy. It flies into your ear, and you're thinking, no, that was interesting. Kind of said it kind of weird. Maybe he talked a little fast, but that was an interesting way of thinking. I never thought about it like that. And then as the day goes on, it keeps coming back to you and resonating. And then one day you're in a meeting, and what I said to you, you remember and you say, and your life changes. You go, wow. So this is entirely voluntary. You can grab a nugget today, use it, or just enjoy the ride. Either way is okay with me. Let me start by saying that I'm not a big past kind of guy, not a big regret kind of guy. I try. Sometimes I look back on things I've done, and we've all done things, haven't we? I'm like, man. And I want to regret it. I want to feel bad about it. I want to go back in the past. I can't do it. I'm like, done. I move forward. I'm a move forward kind of guy. If you want to bore me really fast, get in a conversation with me and start talking about what happened yesterday. I'm like, gone. You really want to bore me? Just start talking about what happened 10 years ago as if it's today. So I'm not that kind of guy. I like to escape from the past, and I want to give you that up front, that I move forward, always leaning into the future. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Not fast. Don't have to run forward fast. I'm living in the moment, but I'm just kind of leaning forward, okay? My mind is constantly searching for simple. It's constantly searching for lack of a better term, a 3-step process for anything that helps me get what I want. And I want you to have that as well. And that usually comes down to something that I talk about a lot, and that we talked about yesterday, actually, making a decision. So when the reason I speak about decision making so much is because I do it all day long. It is the most dynamic tool that you have in your personal development toolkit, and it should be pretty easy. So almost everything that you will ever want to do in life has already been done. So follow me here just a little bit, and we'll go kind of deep into this, okay? And why I talk about a 3-step process. I want to break you from something, and that is doing it the hard way, if that's okay. So almost everything that you ever want to do every single day has already been done by somebody. You've heard this concept before. If somebody else has done it, model them. If somebody else has ever done whatever you're dreaming of doing, you can do it. You just have to figure out how, which is kind of a different podcast, but it's true. But virtually every problem, I'm sure there are others, like when COVID arrived, we haven't quite solved that problem still. We're still working on that. The things arrive from time to time we got to figure out. But for the most part, you, average everyday person, most of everything that you run into throughout the course of the day, can we agree, you either know how to do or somebody already knows how to do. It's already done. So the solution to what you want should be based on logic and proven steps, maybe. In other words, figure out what works and do it. Well, I know that's not so easy for a lot of people. It's like, no, wait a second, I always learn the hard way. School of Hard Knocks, that's where I get it from. I'm going to figure this out. And I'm that guy, by the way. I am. I will sit down and do a brand new podcast every single day, following the same basic format, yeah. But I always going to do something new. And I cannot tell you how many people say, hey, Scott, just make them evergreen. Just don't worry about it. Sit down and record 50 or 60 of them. Just keep repeating them. Nobody cares. I care. But as much as we can all agree that it should be easy, and sometimes we are going to take the hard way, we are going to do things a little bit more, in the more of the challenging way. Using logic to get us what we want doesn't have much to do with being human, does it? That's where the emotions come into play, and that's more psychological in how we approach things. So what I find happens is this. If you're trying to escape your past and move into your future and you really want to accelerate it, you really do have to move to that 1, 2, 3, do what works kind of thing and move out of the more psychological, negotiated, emotional way, which is a whole lot more fun. We all like to do that. It's like gossip. We all like to do it, right? But if you really want to move forward, just 1, 2, 3. You might be saying, come on, man. Let's just do what works. Or you could be the kind of person who's saying, I'm not feeling it. Let's go with the flow and let's figure it out and see what happens. It's just, I just kind of want to see where the energy is. You might be that kind of person as well. Logical versus emotional thinking. It's an epic battle that could be told, I suppose, by Steven Spielberg in a blockbuster movie. Oh, wait a second. It has been told by Steven Spielberg in a blockbuster movie. It's been told by pretty much every storyteller of all time. We should listen because stories get told because that's how we live and that's how we pay attention to things. So let's, if we may, take a side trip into the movies. You okay with that? Come on. I know you're not back in the movie theaters quite yet, but we can do it today here. So I can prove my point because ultimately that's exactly what I have to do. I got to prove my point or you won't believe me. You're like, hey, wait a second. We're 6 minutes and 22 seconds into a podcast. Where's his point? Give it to me. Remember, we're trying to escape from your past and accelerate your future. So here it is. Here's what happens. So when you go to a movie, the hero has a problem, right? And something has to change. Something's going on. It's not good. And something has to change. But they don't know what to do. So professionally speaking, they're what we call an emotional mess, a basket case. It's, no matter how real it may be, that's where they are. It's just there. Now, we've all been there. We've all played the hero in our life. We've all found ourselves in that spot, knowing this is a problem. Something has to change. I don't know what to do. Somebody please help. You may be here today because you want to change something in your life, and Scott's going to give you the answer today. I hope. Then in the movie, the hero's situation changes a bit. It thrusts them into taking action to solve their problem. They probably didn't want it to have happen. They probably put it off too long, and suddenly they just have to deal with it. It's like I didn't pay my taxes quite on time, and got a letter in the mail. Which you always ask, was it registered or not? Because now we know if it's serious, right? Just saying. Not that I haven't been there and done that. Well, I have a couple times. Logic kicks in, and the hero gets busy fixing life. So let's go back a little bit. They got something going on. It's not good. Life has kind of been getting in the way. It's not cool. They're an emotional mess. And then suddenly, they're thrust into having to take action. They're forced to do something. Logic kicks in. They get busy fixing life. But in the movie, life continues to get in the way. Their actions are not working. They keep trying. In fact, it goes faster and faster, gets messier and messier. Oh my God, their emotions take over. What are we going to do? There's usually a little crying scene as well. It's all is lost. Why did I get myself in this mess? What am I going to do now? And sometimes they laugh and they cry. All is lost in the movie. From the hero, they give up. But never fear, because before any good movie ends, and for you to be happy and be happy with the price of your ticket, the hero must figure out precisely what must be done. And they do. Watch any movie. Watch it today. Well, not all Netflix movies actually follow this formula, so careful there. They figure out what has to be done. And they usually say, I know what to do, come on, or something like that. That's bad dialogue. I'm not a Hollywood writer. 1, 2, 3, they do it. Victory at hand. Boom. Somebody roll the credits, please. The hero wins the day. You've seen it 1,000 times, haven't you? And you've seen it play out in your life as well, every single day. Got a problem? Got to do something about it. Oh my God, it's not working. Got to do something now. Got to fix it. It's the end of the day. 1, 2, 3, boom, victory at hand. I solved my problem. So what's the lesson in the story that I'm writing for you today and saying to you today? Well, everything you want has already been figured out. Your job is very simple. As quickly as you possibly can, set your emotions aside, switch yourself into logical thinking mode, and take the fewest steps possible to reach your dream. 1, 2, 3. There's no need to wait. Why? Heroes don't wait for anything. I'll see you tomorrow.